There are business leaders out there who achieve what they want. And there are all the others. Leading is a discipline, an art, not a talent. You can learn it, you can even master it. Make sure you get what you want.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're listening to this. I am Musab. We are in the Live It, Lead It podcast. Olaf, how are you today?
Hey, Musab. Very, very good. And you?
I'm doing great, thanks. At home currently. I've been reading a lot about being at home, doing home office. I think because of the viral outbreak, a lot of companies have started to explore the option of working from home. A lot of people that have never done it before have done it and have found that it's not as scary or impossible as we thought it was. But the other day I heard you saying that there's no more home office, which confused me because now it seems like it's the rise of the home office. So what did you mean by that?
What I said is that nobody is doing home office.
Yeah.
And the genesis stems from the Leadership Stars program, where we very obviously talking about how we do this, and the Leadership Stars program is a bit IT on the IT side of things. So several heads of IT in this thing. So and we had lots of conversations on how this works. And yes, from one day to the other, let's say everybody who worked in an office now is tasked to work from home.
Right.
Up to that point, I would okay. And this was the first week, and everybody was hui, and everything was new, and everything was shiny, and everybody was da. So after week 3, people were still working from home, but now the dust disappeared a little. And then I was talking in the Leadership Stars with the Leadership Stars. We have a weekly meeting. And I said, but seriously, guys, you're not really surprised that the output of the people is by far lower than when they, like 3 or 4 weeks before.
Yeah.
And then one said, no, hang on. My boss is planning to make an evaluation of how much output the folks generate when they are in home office versus when they are in the physical office.
Right.
So this is my point. When everything in me said, wait, something is wrong in this sentence, but I couldn't really get touch on it. I could next morning. I have 3 criteria, which are, from my point of view, the differentiator between home office and what we do today. What we do today, I call pandemic office. Okay. 3 huge differentiators by that. Why do I do this? Because I cannot allow anyone, so to say, if this is on me, to call this home office, because then otherwise some people in 6 months come up with this crazy thesis and say, no, home office doesn't work for us. You see, in April time, we just had 60% of the output.
Okay.
So, what's the differentiators? 1, home office is prepared. Home office is prepared means it is, the company is prepared, the processes are prepared, the home office itself is prepared. I mean, at the moment, nobody's really surprised anymore when you have a business video Zoom conference call and the dog is in the background. That was hui in the first weeks, but nowadays it's like, okay.
Whatever,
Yeah, so, guys, I need to mute because the postal guy is just, done. But you see very often that they sit in, my best thing was that I've seen somebody sitting in the car, and I'm like, dude, what's going on there? And he said, my home office is occupied by my wife. because she is doing home office as well. And usually we agreed this is her room and I am doing home office every other day. I mean, 2-3 days a month. When I'm not in the plane, when I'm really in home office, then we arrange this. But at the moment she's at home, so I don't have a space. And my garage looks like crap. And the car is the only place left.
Yeah.
So prepared. Home office is prepared. The companies know what they can give the employee in home office. The employee knows what to do in home office. It's not this, oh my goodness, we are, I don't know, an accounting agency and we are paper folders every day and we have, we make stamps and signatures with pens on paper and now we got to go online and this doesn't work.
Yeah.
This is not what happens today. Home office is prepared. Home office is, second dimension, planned. Home office is planned in a way of, here's my project, and I know this piece of the project requires deep work with no distractions, and I can do this best from home because there I can plan this. The spouse is not home, and the kids are at school till, 1600 afternoon. So I have, give or take, 6-7 hours with silence.
Yes.
So I can lock myself in this. This is what I mean with planned. Receiving an email from HR on Friday, by the way, you guys read the news, nobody is allowed to go out anymore. So Monday morning, you stay home, but you work from home, blah, blah. This is everything not planned. So that's the second thing. These together bring a lot of trouble by itself. The third difference that I see in Pan Office is distractions. It's naive to think that the people are at home. No, it's the families who are at home.
Yes.
Kindergartens are closed. Schools are closed. Parents are kind of forced to do, home parenting, home learning or teaching, home officing, home family take caring, in the evening home drinking because everybody is just home suiciding.
Yes.
This is not home office in the way how we use the word until middle of March 2020. The people sit at home. They need to take care of the kids if they have them. They need to take care of the spouse if they have them. They need to take care of everything around. And additionally, here's the biggest distractor. Some of them are just simply afraid of losing the job. Or when they already lost the job, they don't do anything that we call home office. But is my company surviving this? Now we talk about trust. Do I trust the management that they steer the ship through the cliffs and through the oceans? Or is it like, oh my goodness, this is really not what they can handle with? So people are busy with 12 roles at the same time. Plus some of them are scared because they don't know if their company survives, if their job survives, if their income stream survives. So these are the three things that are so different from what we called home office until 8 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And when you read these, there are so many articles outside. This is how you go successful home office. And when you read this through, 2/3 of that is correct, but doesn't work at the moment. Yeah. I don't care that you tell me you shall sit, when you do video conferencing, you should in front of a wall which is not disturbing or distracting your video call partner. Well, when you don't even have a place to sit, and because the kids are crazying around. I mean, the adults can kind of cope with it, but the kids, I mean, everything is new for them. Thanks very much that I need to sit in a silent environment when I do my conference call, but sorry, here is no silent environment.
Right.
I can go in the toilet if you want. Oh no, there we have echo. So lots of these guides just attack the right problem, which we don't have at the moment. So this is why I said nobody's doing home office at the moment. Everybody's doing pan office at the moment. The majority of people are doing pan office at the moment. Does that make sense?
It makes a lot of sense because there's a huge difference when something is planned for, it's executed properly, it takes time, you have time to work out the kinks, and when something is forced upon you. Right? And I think this is something that as a country or a business or as a school, whatever, it's something that should have been explored a long time ago. So I understand it's not a necessity, but as a leader, we spoke about being able to predict or knowing what could happen. You should be able to foresee any situation where, okay, we might need to work from home office for a little bit, or we might need to do a hold class on Zoom, right, or group chat, whatever. So when something is forced upon you, it really showed the difference between those businesses that are prepared and have been doing it for a long time, and those that have they were kind of kept behind the times. They never did any video conferencing. They were exposed technologically.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, it's huge difference.
And I'm not even riding the horse of you should, you would, you could. Is a pandemic foreseeable? I think this is the wrong question, because the answer is not aiming for anything. But you did lose a lot of power in the past on the table. So the power that you give your people a bit more what they need, because the beauty of home office is that people can be creative, can be self-controlled, can be autonomous a bit more than they are in the office. They can decide when they do this, that, and the other, if they have a nap after lunch, da 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 da. So home office is a big performance boost and or a big motivation boost, and it gives a lot of positive things to the company. And if you didn't use this in the past, well, then it's high time, and then you kind of deserve to get punished for that. So yeah, that's my thinking about this. Okay. Cool. Okay. Excellent. So thanks very much for the question.
Cool. Yeah.
Finish for today.
All right. Thank you.
Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.